Hi everyone, it's Kara, and I have a quick little card to share with you. But before I do that, I wanted to show you how the die comes together, or how the flower comes together with the die that I got recently from My Favorite Things. I had a request when I showed the haul video of this from Candy at, I believe it's a Bon Bon Scraps on YouTube, to show, how the die works and how I put together the flowers. So I wanted to do that. This die actually came all connected, but it just had real thin pieces of metal connecting it. So I just twisted it and then tried to cut off as much of the little pointy parts as I could, because I prefer to do them individually. I can, get them closer together and things like that. So for this particular flower, I'm not going to use the leaf, so I'm going to remove that. I do want to show you though, if you can see that, it does emboss a line down the middle of it when you use it, so that's kind of a nice thing. So I cut out all of the pieces. Now I used this die for this example only with some paper tray ink cardstock. This cardstock is thicker than most, in my opinion, so it's a little bit more difficult to work with these dies, and you'll see why in a minute, but I just wanted you to see the solid colors and be able to really see the parts of the flower, so that's why I chose to use, the colors that I did. So here's the first piece, and you can see that there's a little tab right there. And what I usually do first before I glue it is I kind of work the paper just a little bit. I try not to bend it, although it's hard not to bend this cardstock. But I try to work it just a little bit because this is a dimensional flower and it's going to kind of pop up when you glue the tab. So I try and just kind of curve it a little bit to get it kind of ready for that. And then I put a little bit of my favorite liquid adhesive, which is the glossy accent, and I have seen someone use, I think it was like a double-sided tape, so you could always try that. Put a little bit of glue on that tab, and then you just stick the tab behind, kind of lining everything up. Hold it in place until your adhesive has a chance to take hold, and then there's the first piece. Second piece is very similar, except for the little tab is smaller. You can see it right there. Again, I'm going to kind of curve it and work it. And then I'm going to put a teeny little bit of that glue there. Whatever kind you're using. That was probably a teeny bit too much. And again, tuck it behind. Hold it in place until your glue has a chance to hold. There you go. Okay, and then once you have all your pieces, I have some that have had a little bit more chance for the adhesive to dry. I just put a little bit more of the glossy accents. I put it inside, just kind of right around the edge, not too much. Put that piece on top. I try to make sure that the petals, if you can see that, are in the middle of the other petals, if at all possible. Okay, put that there. Put a teeny bit more adhesive down for that small little middle part, like so. Push that down, and there you have your flower. Okay, now what I also did on this card that I'm going to show you in just a minute, I have a few of these flowers, a couple of these flowers I pre-made. I also kind of bent the paper a little bit down so that it didn't stick straight up. You can see that way the petals come down a little bit, as opposed to this one I just did. Oops, sorry. Hopefully you can see it's a little bit more, there's a little bit more dimension to it. Maybe you can see the difference there. Anyway, that's how you make the flower. Hope that helped, Candy. I really like this die. It's really cute. And the card that I made using it was this one. Again, for Valentine's Day, because I'm trying to make my 14 projects for Valentine's Day. Projects or cards, whichever. So here's one of them. I use this my favorite things stamp. This is Make Mine a Double. I use the little girl and I use the sentiment. You make life sweet. Hopefully you can see that. You make life sweet. I colored her up with some Copics as far as her face and hair, that kind of thing. Her dress is paper pieced. The dress, the flowers, this paper, that's all memory box. The bling is just some E-line Prima. This is some Celebrations ribbon from Michaels. It's actually from their Halloween stuff. And then this is the, I know in the past I made a tag card. That one I actually just made by hand, but this one I used the Tim Holtz, the big tag die. And then I did the back in the Stamper Select White. I Heart You, that's one of the sentiments from Amy R. Stamps, I think it is, from All That Scraps. So there's that card. Hope you liked it. I hope you liked seeing that die. Please let me know if you have any questions, if I left anything out. And hopefully I didn't. And you guys have a wonderful day or night wherever you're at. And thanks for watching. Bye.